All right, so we're going to be talking about Google Keep today. And Google Keep is basically a tool that will help you stay organized. You can use it for a variety of purposes. Um, People really like this tool because it does allow you to keep lists and organize things that you have to get done. So Google Keep can be found several ways. One would just be to go to the website keep.google.com and you can access it there, or you can go up to the apps menu and scroll down to Keep and click on that, and it'll open up Google Keep. Okay. What Google Keep is basically like kind of sticky notes, digital sticky notes, so that you can access them and do that. So right up here at the top, you'll notice it says take a note. Okay, this is where I'm going to go in and put any note down that I want to start. So I'm going to start and I'm going to put title here. I'm going to call this shopping. And this is going to be my shopping list that I need to take care of. So I'm going to take a note and I'm going to put I need toilet paper, Clorox pipes, um, Lysol, and paper towels, meat, and um, what else do I need? I think that completes my shopping list for the time period we're in. So there you can see all the things that I need to go get when I'm shopping. So I close my note, and what you'll notice now is I have this little like sticky note with a checklist over here. That's basically how it works. You create a sticky note. You can kind of move them around. If you have multiple lists, you can move them around. I can come in and change the color of that list. So maybe all of your shopping notes will be a certain color. All of your to be done to do lists could be one color, and you can kind of create them that way. I can add collaborators to this note. So if I wanted to add in someone else, I can come in here and add them in. I can also set reminders. Um, you can put in a later today reminder tomorrow or next week, and those reminders can pop up to remind you. So let's say you were going to go shopping at 2 o'clock. You can then put that reminder up and have it there. Okay. You can pick a date and time for the reminder, and you can also pick a place, and that's really cool. That's called a location reminder. So I could put Vaughn's, and the next time that I'm driving by Vaughn's, it would notify me that, hey, you're near this store, and this is something you said to remind you of. One of the cool things about Google Keep is not only is it on the internet, but it's got an app on your phone, so you can access these notes from anywhere if you download that note and that app and then are logged into your account. Okay, I can add an image to this as well, so I could have done that with images instead of paper, or add an image in there. I can archive a note when I'm done, and that'll go over here to your archive folder. So any note that you're done using, you can just archive. And then I have a few other options. I can delete the note. You'll notice this little three-dot menu for more. I can delete it. I can add a label, and I'll talk about labels in a minute. I can add a drawing. I can make a copy. I can do check boxes, and this is kind of cool because when you're done with something, if you pick something up, you can mark it off as being done. So if you're shopping, you can just check things off when you're done picking them up. And I can copy it to Google Docs so that it goes straight into Google Docs. Okay. So you'll notice I added those checkbox. I really like those because it allows you to check things off when you've completed them. I can add a label. So I'm going to show you what labels are, and I'm going to call this shopping label. Now I've got this label over here called shopping. And let me take another note. Let's just call this my to-do list on Monday. Create, keep video. Okay, I'm going to close. So that's my to-do list. So now you'll notice I have several notes here. I'm going to recolor this one so it kind of stands out for you. We'll make this one yellow. My yellow note, sticky note, to make sure I finish that video. And I got this shopping list, and I created a label called shopping. You'll notice it's at the bottom of the note here, little label. And I can do that over here with edit labels, but I did it off this. I went down here and created a label. And now when I click on shopping over here, the only notes that will show up are the ones with that label. So if you have a specific topic or a label, you click on it, and then only those notes will show up. I come back to notes, and all my notes will show up. So it's a nice, easy way to stay organized. You can do that by label, just like you do your Gmail, and have things pop up when you click on those labels. Okay. Um, I can also edit labels right here. This allows me to delete a label when I'm done or create new labels in preparation. So I could do a to-do label. And you'll notice that is now over here. To do and shopping are my labels. This one, of course, doesn't have a label, so I can add a label. And now it lets me select from the ones that are here. And this is a to do. So now it's got a to do label and a shopping. I come over here, click shopping. I see those notes. To do, I see those notes. So it's a nice, easy way to keep track. And when you're done with one, like I said, you can archive it. That then falls into your archived emails right here. And if you're completely done with it, you're like, I'm definitely done with it, I can delete it. And it goes into the trash can. Keep in mind up here at the top, notes and trash are deleted after 7 days. So they're only there in that trash can. You have 7 days, like, oh, I should pull that note back out. But that's what the archive is for. You can put it there until to you make sure that you don't want to get rid of it. Now I restored that note so you can see it up here on the to-do list or the archive list. That's right, it's archived. Okay. And I can unarchive it as well, so it comes back into my regular notes. So you can move them around from archive or unarchive. From you can put it in trash. You only have 7 days to pull it out of the trash can. But that's kind of what Google Keep is. You can move notes around. So if you have multiple notes, you can kind of move them around. And you can also do what's called pinning. Right here is this little pin. I can pin it as being one of the more important ones, and you'll notice the pins are up here under this pinned label that appears. And then your others are down here. So the pinned items can be your ones that you need to get done right away, and others fall down here. And if you don't want any pinned, you just do that and they all fall into place, okay? Under settings, up over here, settings, there is a dark theme if you want to use it. But in settings, there's a few things that you might want to set up. Add new items to the bottom. That's a default. You can uncheck that and they just show up at the top. Move checked items to the bottom. So when I checked these off on my to-do list, they move to the bottom. If I don't have that, it'll stay where it's at and it'll just show it checked as being completed. So depending upon how you like that to work, you can select how you want that to work. Enable dark theme, whether you want that on or not. More importantly, down here, reminder defaults. You can set up morning reminders, like that could be 6 a.m., a lunchtime reminder, an evening reminder that are kind of defaults for when you go into set reminders. Sharing, whether or not you want sharing turned on, because you can add collaborators to a note right here. And that's really useful because I can come in and add a collaborator to a note and then they would work on it with me. That's great for like a grade level where you're planning a field trip and you have to make a list of things to do and people will go check them off when they're done or things like that. So you can add collaborators to your notes and have them work with you as well. So this is Google Keep. Hopefully you find it a useful tool.